Hey, good people, welcome to Russ Can Fly. We're on our way to Martha's Vineyard, baby. Let's go! All right, we're in the airplane, getting ready to get stuff together. Baby girl's gonna be doing all my checklist stuff, and that's gonna be a big help. Plus it'll orient her in terms of what's happening. So yeah, we're just excited. All right, so we're gonna get ready to go here. All right, as soon as the wife finishes this text message. All right, so she's gonna do all of my checklist stuff for me. So we're gonna start here before start, then starting engine, then after start.
Just read.
Yep.
Okay, pre-flight check.
All right, so pre-flight check is already done. That's when I go around the airplane to make sure everything is working. Control surfaces, check fuel, oil, flaps, all of that stuff looks good. We got full fuel, so we're good that way. Oil is good at 6 quarts. Pitot heat was good. Everything checked out. Stall horn, everything is good.
Crew and passengers.
Okay, so we're basically gonna fly out to Martha's Vineyard. You already got your seat belt. You know how to get out of it. You just pull that latch. You've got a vent down by your feet. See that tab there? If you push that forward, it'll turn the air off. I'd leave it on for now. Okay. But that vent is where, so remember the other one, the vent was up here? Yeah. This vent is down here. In the event of an emergency, you'll hear me call emergency. We're gonna be fine, we will get down. You're gonna feel the airplane move like we talked about before. And so, you know, don't worry about it. It's just the airplane reacting to the air. And that's pretty much it. Any questions? All right.
Pilot in command.
That'll be me.
Seats.
Seats are adjusted and locked. Are you good where you are? And you can put your feet forward if you want to. It's just getting in and out is where that thing would slide.
Seat belt and harness.
Seat belts and harnesses are on.
Fuel selector.
Fuel selector is on left. And so what does it say about fuel selector?
Right or lowest tank.
So let's go to the right. Okay, it is on right.
Stabilator.
Stabilator, rudder.
And rudder.
Trim is set to neutral here. Trim is set to neutral here.
Carburetor heat off.
Carburetor heat is off.
Mixture.
Mixture is going to go. Yeah, he was just asking if we needed any fuel. We're good.
Carburetor heat
is off.
Mixture.
Mixture is idle cut off.
Throttle.
Throttle is idle cut off.
Parking brake.
Parking brake is on.
Avionics.
Avionics are off.
Electrical switches.
Electrical switches are also off.
Circuit breakers.
Circuit breakers. So what I'm doing is I'm checking these circuit breakers here to make sure nothing is popped. Everything looks good. All right, so let's go to starting the engine.
Battery master.
The battery master is going to come on.
Alternator switch.
Alternator switch is on.
Electrical fuel pump.
Electrical fuel pump is going to go on.
FN flight.
Oh, fin light.
Fin light, I'm sorry.
So the fin light is going to go on.
Navigation lights.
Navigation lights are going to go on.
Mixture.
Mixture is going to go full rich.
Throttle. Throttle
is going to go to 1/4 of an inch.
Prime.
Prime. Let's do 1 prime. Because I already did something before you got in the airplane. Okay. All right, primer's in and locked.
Prop area.
Okay. Clear prop.
Magneto.
Magnetos.
Magneto.
And that's basically just turn the key on. All right, here we go. Hold on. Check. Got me? Yep. Got you. All right, hold on 1 second. Let's do this. Enter. All right, so we got ground 121.7, power 126.9. We got information vector. All right, so we got the ATIS, Northeast ground, Piper Archer 3576 Mike at Legacy, ready to taxi for a VFR departure to the northeast.
Archer 3576 Mike, northeast ground. Information Victor is current. Winds are currently 300 at 7. You want 2433?
33 would be great for 76 Mike, and I have Victor.
Archer 3576 Mike, rider runway 33. Taxi, we Alpha 3 Alpha.
Alpha 3, Alpha 4, 33476 Mike.
And so the flight begins, and I can't tell you how excited I am that I'm finally doing this flight with my wife. I can't tell you the number of times I've dreamed of flying my wife to Martha's Vineyard, and it is actually starting to happen.
Arch 3576 Mike, looks like you're driving across the ramp there. Did you want to exit at Alpha 2, or what was your plan?
Sorry about that. I'll exit out Alpha 2 for 76 Mike.
76 Roger, we know 2 in the sequence behind the station there.
Alright, number 2 in the sequence behind the station there for 76 Mike. Sorry about that.
No problem.
Okay, so you heard that little hiccup. So now I'm turning on to the taxiway where I'm supposed to be. And as I pull up, you'll see the station there, the Cessna that is in front of me. And I'll be getting ready to do my run up, and we'll be ready to take off.
Alright, fuel pump's going on, taxi land anchor's going to go on. Northeast Tower, Archer 3576 Mike, holding short of runway 33 at Alpha 1, ready for VFR Northeast departure.
November 3576 Mike, Northeast Tower, runway 33, clear for takeoff.
Runway 33, clear for takeoff for 76 Mike. Alright, you ready? Alright. Alright, clear to the left. Clear to the right.
Northeast Tower, Twin Diamond 496 Tango Sierra, holding short 33, Northeast departure.
Taxi landing light is on. Fuel pump is on.
Alright,
Diamond
time to
496
go.
Tango Sierra, Northeast Tower, hold short, runway 33.
Holding short 336 Tango Sierra.
Archer
Alright, I see
2245 Whiskey, ready
3-3.
for departure 24.
Archer
3-3.
2245 Whiskey, Northeast
Alright,
Tower, hold
heels
short,
of the
runway
4,
24, traffic,
full
departing
power.
runway 33.
Holding short of 2445 Whiskey.
Alright, engine instruments are in the green. Suction.
457,
Oil
extend
temp,
downwind
oil
runway.
pressure, fuel pressure, all look good. Airspeed is coming alive.
457, roger.
Looking for rotation speed.
Northeast Tower, stationary set 194, able to get a right turn out to the northeast.
And we got it.
Stationary 924, just fly runway heading for now.
We'll keep runway heading 924.
Stationary 924, turn right on course.
Right on course, thanks.
And yes, the only ugly part of this flight is this daggone door is open again. I slammed that thing 3 times. She latched it, I latched it, and for whatever reason it's open, but the bottom latch is on. So yeah, I see it.
Alright, let's do our after takeoff checklist.
Flaps up.
Flaps are up.
Lights.
Lights, taxi landing light can come off.
Cruise climb.
Cruise climb, we're in it now.
Airspeed.
Airspeed looks good.
Lean.
Alright, not gonna lean yet.
Alright.
Alright, we're climbing on out. So, gotta go to at least 7,500. My plan is to try to climb up to 9,500. That'll give us more space.
November 76 Mike, frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved for 76 Mike. Thank you for your help.
Traffic.
I'm gonna just keep it on there for now. You see we're smoothing out a little bit.
Yeah. Why did I set the timer?
So this airplane has 2 fuel tanks, one on each wing. But it only uses 1 fuel tank at a time. So right now I'm on the right tank. So you want to switch every 30 minutes to make sure that the plane is balanced.
That was a great question, C-Swizz, and that was the reason why I wanted her to do the timer for me. That way she would be engaged. But that was such a great question.
Just trying to climb on out. So welcome to another flight. And you know, you guys know I've been looking forward to doing this flight for a long time. You may notice a couple firsts. This is the first time I've ever flown with sunglasses. And the reason why I'm doing it today is that you can see we're like right in the sun. I wasn't exactly sure what the sun visor situation was in the airplane. I couldn't remember. But I definitely wanted to make sure I had enough enough eye protection on to not have to deal with any serious sun. The other thing is this is not my longest flight. I think the longest flight was actually to Pittsburgh. I think the Pittsburgh flight is actually a little longer. But we have a flight plan. The flight plan is activated. Our ETA to our destination is 11:46. We'll probably get a little bit better. We're still in cruise climb. And once we get in cruise, I'm gonna have a conversation with my wife. Pretty much very interesting developments that, you know, she's got going on. And, you know, definitely looking forward to having a conversation with her about it. So we'll wait until we get up into cruise, and, you know, we'll definitely have a conversation. Definitely some exciting things happening in Wifey's life and her journey with the Lord. And yes, I prayed before we took off. Prayed a couple times for traveling mercies. So don't think that that doesn't happen, because that is definitely a important component of every flight. And so yeah, so definitely did that. I always want the Lord to fly with us and be with us, keep us safe. And so yeah, so that's something that definitely did happen. So we're still climbing out. We're at 6,500, another 1,000 to go at least. But again, like I said, I want to go 9.5. That'll give us a lot more space, especially since we're going to be over water. And yes, a few of you may be wondering, do we have flotation devices? We do. Now, we don't have the fancy ones. I'll definitely get those. That's something that I'll get later when we start flying to the Bahamas, and we do a lot more cross water. But, you know, they have those really nice ones. You can kind of wear them as you're flying, and they, you know, you pull the cord, and they, you know, they inflate automatically.
Is that a commercial?
Yeah, you see, yep. That's exactly what that is. They're up, believe it or not, they're up 2,200 feet higher than us.
Wow, really?
Yeah, but yeah, that's exactly what that is, commercial flight. Probably going into JFK.
Oh.
Alright, just gonna be another airplane. 1 o'clock.
Oh, right there.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's good. Good eyes, because I was definitely looking for them. Yeah, we'll definitely have to be paying attention, because JFK is going to be off to our...
The one thing I was very pleasantly surprised is Wifey was extremely good at plane spotting. It was amazing. I would tell her that I was supposed to see something at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. She would look over there and find it. So, and I was just glad to see her being involved in the flight and not being worried about anything that was happening. And that just made the experience that much so much more beautiful.
All right, almost at our cruising altitude, 9,500 feet. Doesn't seem like we're that high, does it?
Oh. How fast are we going?
So right now we are going 104 knots. It's about 115 somewhere miles per hour. We'll pick up some speed once we level off and stop climbing.
Oh.
All right, so now we're doing 123 knots ground speed. That's about, I don't know, doing the math, 155 miles per hour or so. Okay. All right, so we're here. We're cruising at 9,500 feet. Everything looks good. We're on our way to Martha's Vineyard. And I'm just really paying attention to traffic in the area. There's a lot of big metal around, so just paying some attention. So I think that's Newark over there. So now that we're cruising out, making good time, everything seems to be in working order. So one of the things I wanted to announce during this amazing flight, not only is it amazing from the standpoint that we are going to Martha's Vineyard, but it's also amazing from the standpoint that my wife is writing a book. And so what I wanted to do is just kind of have this cockpit conversation with her about the genesis. What is it that made you think about? So before we get to what the book is, the title, all of that kind of stuff, tell me about the journey that gets you to the decision to write the book.
Well, I have struggled all my life, and I kept it for the most part. I'd have my moments of anger, lots of moments of anger, and that was how I was expressing my trauma that I grew up with. I was masking how I was feeling on the inside by always being angry.
2942.
I mean, of course, you know, I'd have my moments where I was happy and, you know, but most of the time I was sad or I was angry. And, when you introduced Nyla and I to go in a Bible study, I was resistant. I didn't want to do it, but thank God that I did. And after years of being in one Bible study, it was time for me to go transition into a different Bible study. So I went into the Holy Spirit class at Non Tabernacle Baptist Church in Philadelphia, and a wonderful instructor. I don't want to say her name because she may not want me to publicize her name. Because of her teaching, my spirit connecting with God, and after breaking my neck all around the same time, I started a process of healing. And fast forward to April of 2016, because that all kind of, I guess, started September 2015. And, I was flying to Denver to go wish my mom, surprise my mom for her 80th birthday. And I was on the flight and I was reading this book from an individual who was living in Denver at the time. And I thought to myself, I'm going to write a book.
Wow.
I had no idea what I was going to write about, but I just knew I was going to write a book. So that was, yeah, I guess 2016. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. And what, when you first decided to write a book, did the subject matter come to you immediately, or was it something that grew over the time of, okay, I'm going to write a book, I'm not exactly sure, or I'm going to write a book and boom, this is the top?
No, I mean, so 2016 I thought about it. I didn't think anything about it again until about 2018. And it wasn't until, I would say 2021 is when I really got serious about really thinking like, oh, I need to do something with this. But then the summer of 2022, because I joined, well, in 2021, I joined a
3 miles north of Brookhaven.
it's like a all women ministry. It's called Proverbs 31 Ministries, because I felt like I needed to understand the Bible better. I need to understand my relationship with God better, and God led me to that website. The wonderful founder, Lisa Turkers, God placed it in her spirit to help other women open up a window of starting a all women's Christian network for women who wanted to write. It's called Compel. So August of 2022, I said, well, I'm led to do this, so let's do it. I went to my first writers conference this past July. Met some wonderful women, which I'm a part of a network. We call each other the She Speaks Sisters. And they've really helped me on my journey of writing this book.
I know you're compelled to write the book. You know what the subject matter is. But why? What do you hope that this book does? And I will say for the community of Christ, but women and maybe men, but what impact would you like it to have? What would you like this book to do?
So I think by selling the title will help
4,500 down.
Unpack.
Okay.
What I want this book to do. So the book is called Finally Unbroken, Overcoming Inner Child Trauma by the Word of God. I know other people have also experienced horrible traumatic experiences in their life, be it physical abuse, child abuse, sexual abuse, mental abuse, verbal abuse, substance abuse, whatever your traumatic experiences were.
031603.
By introducing God, the Word of God, to help people heal, to overcome those traumatic events in their life, to be a better person, to understand your worth, to understand how amazing you are. Not wait until you're a Gen Xer like myself to realize that you're amazing, you're wonderful.
Right heading.
So I want to do that for other people.
Going back to your title and that journey, tell me about where you are in the process right now. Writing the book and creating spaces where people can get to know you. What are some of those things that you're currently doing so that even before the book comes out, folks can find you, reach out to you, interact with you? Tell me about that.
So, again, as a part of my trauma was the fear of being judged. So I have one platform, and as I become more comfortable being out front, then I will have more than one platform. But as of now, I have an Instagram account that you can check me out on. It's called Finally Unbroken 53. And there I've been posting several reels, several scriptures that have helped me on my journey and continue to help me on my journey.
Traffic 2 miles north of this.
And I'm posting consistently.
So unfortunately, as GoPros are apt to do, they kept cutting off because they were in the sun. But you got the gist of what's happening in my wife's life and in her journey to writing her book. You know, and definitely if you're so inclined, go check out her Instagram. You will get, inspirational posts, and you will get updates on, her journey to writing her book. So let's get on with the flight, and hopefully these GoPros will continue to cooperate enough so that we can enjoy the rest of this beautiful flight.
Alright, so we are 31 nautical miles out and about 15 minutes.
5658, we're back.
And I am descending. Starting to hear more traffic at Vineyard, on the Vineyard, so that's what you hear. You hear Tower talking to the other people. So,
Noise 4240 Vineyard Tower.
I think this is
Number
it.
3 following Embraer.
To the right? Yeah.
4 mile final, runway 24 clear to land. Keep the turn coming to final, please. There's 5 Whiskey Tango. Make a left 360 for me.
Left 365, Whiskey Tango.
Yeah, you're number 5 for the airport.
Number 5. Wow.
Whiskey Golf.
CPA is 1,067, so I'll do 1,100.
There's 5 Pop Charlie. Make a
Elevation
left
is
360.
67.
You're 6. Number 6 for the airport.
Still descending down in
number 6 for the airport.
500. We're going to be
44 Quebec,
west
traffic's coming up
of
at
the
1 o'clock,
field.
2.5 miles.
Yeah, I think I see it. So that is Martha's Vineyard. Straight ahead.
Right ahead?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, I think I have the airport in sight. So you see that like big clear spot?
Oh.
I don't know what this. Oh, this is Cuddy Hunk.
Ah.
There's no airport there though.
There's Papa Charlie, your
Vineyard Tower, Piper Archer, 3576 Mike.
Archer 76 Mike, Vineyard Tower.
Vineyard Tower, Piper Archer 76 Mike with hotel, about 15 west of the field, inbound for a full stop.
76 Mike, ident.
Ident for 76 Mike.
76 Mike, enter right downwind, runway 24 and report midfield.
Right downwind for runway 24, report midfield for 76 Mike. Martha's Vineyard, hon.
That's incredible.
44 Quebec, continue down the runway without delay to Charlie, please.
Alright, so taxi landing lights on, all my lights are on, fuel pump is on. We're descending nicely, fuel pressure, everything looks good.
Never saw Martha's Vineyard from this vantage point.
No. See the entire island. It looks small. I mean, because, you know, we got there, it's so big.
I know.
Alright, it's gonna get a little bumpy.
Okay.
Number 76 Mike, Sager type aircraft, traffic's Twin Cessna, mile west, northbound, climbing out of 1,000 feet.
Yeah, 76 Mike is a Piper Archer 2.
Roger, Care 25, traffic at your 10 o'clock and 2.5 miles inbound for the downwind entry 1200 and Archer.
Alright, Care 25, we're looking at 10 o'clock, not in sight.
76 Mike, the Twin Cessna's at your 12 o'clock, 2 miles northbound, climbing out of 900.
Yep, got the traffic in sight for 76 Mike.
Care 25, the Archer has you in sight. Contact Boston, have a good flight.
Excellent, over to departure, Care 25.
I think that's him right there. See him.
Ah.
And Vineyard Tower, 76 Mike is mid downwind for right midfield right downwind for runway 24.
Archer 76 Mike, runway 24, clear to land, wind 23012, gust 19er.
Clear to land, runway 24 for 76 Mike.
See you in a bit.
Oh, it is definitely trying to push me.
Yeah.
Alright, let's do this first notch of flaps.
So as you can hear, it was gusting 19 knots. That was some pretty stiff gusty winds, and so it was definitely a little squirrely. But you know, I was dialed in. You know, I didn't care how far we have flown. I'm gonna get us on the ground safely. Full stop.
I think that's Oak Bluffs over there.
Oh.
Stay coordinated. Second notch of flaps. Watch your speed, because it's gusty.
Alright, so it's time to put this baby on the ground. Welcome to Martha's Vineyard. Woo-hoo-hoo!
Right, much better. Watch your speed. It's gusty. Just like at Wings. Coming in runway 2.
Wind 23013, gust 21.
Butter.
And Tower, Twin Cessna 776 Echo, coming up on the midfield, right side. You want us in before that plane departs?
That plane is not departing. 76 Mike, left turn there without delay. Traffic's on a quarter mile final and contact ground 124.35. Thank you.
Left without delay on Charlie and contact ground on 0.35 for 76 Mike. Thank you for your help.
Okay, so we just landed in Martha's Vineyard, and I can tell you, man, that landing was a little squirrely, but it's definitely good to be, you know, get on the ground. So just pulling into the parking space and excited to explore the island. And of course, you know, we're gonna have to do another part because this video is a little long. All right, welcome to Martha's Vineyard.
Thank you.
Hello.
Yeah.
Good, how are you?
All right, well, welcome to Martha's Vineyard. I can't believe we're here. All right, I gotta close this flight plan real quick.
Oh yeah, close flight plan.
Okay, so thank you for flying with us, Russ Kid, Caroline. We can fly.
Oh my.
See you on the next one. Peace.